is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Brings up 2nd and 9. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up. Out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Throwing Jones. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 55 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Play fake. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the gun, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
4 yards remain for second down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And finding the tight end, Rudolph. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete to Tony.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Jones on first down. Being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First down, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Gano now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. In the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Jones now throwing on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Daniels on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Murray now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Murray hook it up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Murray. Out to his left. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 40 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays right after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. On the move to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one did.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Marcus Golden, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Second and 20. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Giants on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Now Jones. Steps away to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now Murray off play action. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard. 71 yards. And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Dances by at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. To throw, it's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green from a yard out. And the Cards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Giants 42, Cardinals 28.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 33 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.